Back in 2008, Simon Berry, who was our chairman at that time, asked the spirits team to come up with the perfect gin, original style, very classic. It took 2 years, and they talked to all sorts of mixologists and gin specialists, and the only person in the country who has PhD in gin, and they came up with this wonderful No.3 Gin.
Our aspiration for the gin was to create the best gin in the world, to pursue perfection, as it were, and as part of that you never stand still, you're always challenging and trying to push the envelope.
I have the exact wording of the brief actually. It was to deliver a super premium gin brand reflecting Berry Brothers' heritage and the core attributes of a classic gin. It should be the world's best gin and tonic and martini. And that was the brief. I looked around at the gin market and other brands and who was using what, and the gin market is getting a bit too complex. So my ethos really was keep it simple. So I developed the recipe and I came up with 2 options. And then we had a group meet in London here at Berry Brothers, and we agreed that the cardamom grapefruit route was the best route to take. And so after that we teamed up with De Kuyper in Holland. De Kuyper reflected the ethos of the Berry Brothers organisation as well, a family business that's been around for a long time. And we did some trials with their people over there, and then we finally came up with the liquid that we have today. I remember I did suggest some brand names, but none of those were chosen. I think it was the marketing director who finally came up with the branding No.3, and I think it reflects very well the origins of the gin.
We always talk about No.3 as, these are our offices, we just talk about them as No.3. We don't even talk about it as Berry Brothers sometimes. We're always going to No.3. It's part of who we are, so it seemed like a fun idea, fun name to use, and with the key to the parlour, which was the special key, and so here it is. So we put the key on the bottle as the key to No.3. Gin is part of our history. We've sold gin for many, many years. We've sold spirits for many, many years. And so it was a big opportunity in a growing gin market for us to play an important part. As part of the Berry Brothers and Rudd brand, whenever we produce a new spirit or a new drink, it has to be best in class, which is why we came out with No.3. But it is the best gin in the world. It's classic, it's delicious, it's refreshing, and it is perfection in gin.